So it's very unfortunate that the newbies, who are not newbies anymore, you're now part of the cult, actually don't know who I'm going to talk about. But several months ago, I sent an email to one of our heroes and former members. I'm kidding, he's going to be back. Cody Creelman. So he gave He gave workshops about taking videos and social media and so on and so forth. He's the cow vet in Canada. Anyway, I sent him this loving email. Hi, Cody, this is Phil. I'm your biggest fan. Remember me? I'm taking my family to Hawaii, and I'd like to get a drone with a camera so I can shoot videos of the scenery. I'm a little bit concerned about the wind. What would you recommend? Thank you, Cody. And Cody, in his usual loving and nurturing manner, replied, get this one. With a link, so I bought it. Unfortunately, because of some of you remember my shiny object syndrome, I never had time to learn how to use the thing. So we fly to Hawaii, and the plan was to rent a car and drive to the top of a volcano with an impossible name, the highest peak in Maui. So this was my deadline. So the day before, I finally take the time to learn how to use the thing. So I watched 27 videos on YouTube. I called customer service 67 times, and I kind of think I know how to use it. And I go out to the lawn along the hotel, put it on the ground, and you have this remote control connected to your phone, and there's joysticks, and you basically play with it. It's a toy. And it went okay, you know, I did get it off the ground, and it turned, and it went up and down and all that stuff, but on the little screen, it said beginner mode. I don't do beginner mode. So for the former newbies, you may not know that our number one expression at UVC and GSD is, I got this, okay? It's 2 joysticks, okay? How hard can it be? And I was really good at video games as a kid. I played Tetris once, and I played Pac-Man probably a couple times, so I got this. So I removed the beginner mode thing, and the next day, up we go, 10,000 feet at the top of a volcano. It's an amazing scene. There's no plants. It looks like the moon, and there's this huge crater, okay? So I put the drone on the ground, play with the joysticks, and up it goes, and it goes at an amazing speed. So the beginner mode limits the height, the speed, and the distance, okay? There was no limit to the speed, okay? So out it goes into the crater, and you know, my family's here, and I kind of show them how it works, because the kids are super excited. And at one point, we just don't see the drone anymore. And I'm the dad, the alpha male, and I go to show him how it's done, right? So my 9-year-old says, Dad, where's the drone? I said, it's no problem. It's connected to the phone, right? So I show him, look, My 11-year-old says, Dad, it's all white. So what you need to understand is that I'm really good at planning, and I chose the 1 week, some of you may remember, when this giant hurricane approached Hawaii. The last one was 20 years ago, okay? That's the 1 week I chose. So it was a little bit cloudy, and it was white because the drone was inside a cloud. So my 9-year-old says, Dad, yeah, I think you're right, it's in the cloud. My wife says, how much did you pay for this thing? $500? My 9-year-old says, it's okay, Dad, just just call customer support again? I said, I am not calling Jonathan in Mumbai. He will keep me on hold for 20 minutes again, and the battery lasts about 20 minutes. My 11-year-old says, Dad, I got it. It's rarefied air. What? My wife says, how much did you pay for this toy? $1,000? And meanwhile, believe me, I play with the joystick and I try to go up and down, and it's white. There's nothing I can possibly do. So at one point, the pressure keeps going up, right? So at one point, I start dialing with the phone, and my 9-year-old said, I thought you weren't going to call customer service. I said, no, I'm calling Cody Krillman. I'm going to tell him that he sucks and the drone sucks. I'm never going to his workshop again. My 11-year-old says, rarefied air, Dad. There's probably no phone connection, and there's no friction in the air because we're at 10,000 feet. That's where it went so fast. He's 11. And my wife says, so how much did you pay for this thing? $1,500? So there came a point where I realized time's up. The battery is probably dead, but I had taken precautions. I bought 3. It came with the kit, the fancy kit. How do you change a battery when it's in the cloud? So there came a point where I had to suck it up and realize that the drone was probably gone forever. So we decided to pack it up, and as we do that, my 9-year-old says, Dad, I think I hear something. And the drone was obviously straight ahead, super high in the white cloud. Okay, but he says, it's over there. So we look and we don't see a thing. We kind of hear a faint noise that sure enough keeps getting bigger and bigger, and this little white dot keeps getting bigger and bigger, and sure enough, it's the drone. What I need to explain is that all of a sudden, I realized that I forgot one little detail that Samantha in Bangalore had told me. There's a little button with an H, which means home. So I pressed it a few times, and nothing worked. But all of a sudden, it did work. So the drone, sure enough, came closer and closer and closer, and we saw it, and it magically landed exactly where it took off from. So what does it have to do with anything? Well, as a bunch of super achievers with 200 projects, and you probably have even more after this weekend, it's probably 300 or 400, we tend to do multiple things and never get them done. This is about getting things done, right? So you may have heard of the expression, ready, fire, aim. I would not recommend you do what I did. But some of us tend to have analysis paralysis, right? We get ready, and we get ready, and we get ready, and we aim, and we aim, and we aim, and we never do anything. So we have all these unfinished projects. My humble suggestion would be to do something in between that option and what I did, which is ready, get ready, fire, and then aim. Then you can fine-tune things. Even if it's 80 or 90% done, get it done. Get it out there, launch the project. So I would have loved to show you a video of the amazing scenery. Remember, it looks like the moon. Turns out that it didn't work. So I have nothing to show for it. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, that was so.
Thank you.
That was so cool. I was really expecting a drone to like suddenly appear in here. I was just waiting for the drone to get in here, but alas, no. I will say this. YouTube is an amazing teacher, and I wish I'd had that in actual school.
Thank you.
The internet wasn't a thing when I was in school. I learned how to solve a running toilet on YouTube. I'm so smart. So there's that. No one asked for that information. All right, so our next speaker. Oh, yeah, we talked about this morning. I get to intro you twice. So Sai Clement, or Clement. We'll talk about it later. It's fine. I want to be perfect. Okay, so you know what? I've been thinking about what I was going to say about you, and I feel like I'm going to share a secret that you shared with me, in that you were the original creator of Mickey Mouse. And I'm sorry I can keep it to myself, but everyone thinks it's Walt Disney, and it wasn't him. It was you. And I feel like you are owed like $1,000 million trillion. That's all I'm saying.